Hello guys, I hope you're all doing well and are enjoying the beginning of the fall season. I know I have been. I've already been apple picking very early this year. As you can tell, the rack behind me is currently very much empty right now, but I'm hoping to fill it up with some really cute pieces that I'm going to be wearing this season. It's the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning because it's right next to my bed. So it really just helps drive me in putting together cute outfits and wearing different things every day, because I'm definitely guilty of wanting to wear the same things every single day. But then I forget about the things that I've invested in, pieces that I actually want to wear. So the first thing that I like to think about when I'm putting things on my rack, as well as when I'm actually shopping, is a color scheme. I kind of already have an idea of the colors that I want to wear that season, whether that be yellow, this dusty pink, and then there are other colors, for example, neutrals, that I am just always a big fan of and I wear every fall. So I kind of just like mix them up and incorporate them to create my rack. It also makes it a lot easier when you're actually mix matching the pieces together, because they're all in the same color story, and that means that you get a lot more use out of the clothing that you have. And the second big thing that I like to think about when I'm putting my rack together is to put in all of my statement pieces, the pieces that I actually want to wear and not forget about, because a lot of the times we tend to invest a little bit more money with statement pieces, and you know, what's the point of having them if you're just gonna forget them and have them kind of like in a corner or closet all balled up, and then next thing you know, you find it again, you're like, why didn't I actually wear this? It's because you don't see it every day. And the third and most obvious thing is obviously function. You want to put pieces that you're actually going to be able to cover yourself with. So the first and foremost thing that I have in my fall rack are some layering tops, some blouses that are very airy, very soft, because it makes it a lot easier to wear underneath bigger pieces of clothing, jackets, and just like layers in general. The first one that I have is this little button down here that I got from ThredUp. It was from For Love and Lemons originally, and I love this top. I've mentioned her before. So easy to wear because obviously it's a white button down. I mean, you can style it in a million ways, but it also just has really cool details on it, from the pleat work and the ruffles and the belled sleeves that just kind of, you know, play it up and make it really cool. So I have that. This one's definitely a lot more delicate and precious, so I would wear this maybe with something casual to kind of boost it up a little bit, but you could also easily wear this for a dressier night out, a date night. This top is just so stunning that I knew that I definitely wanted to wear this immediately when fall came, so I'll be putting her on the rack. Third one is in this gorgeous blush tone floral print. I am obsessed with this color so much. I think it's very flattering. It has these ties here around the wrist that balloon up into this very puffy sleeve, and I love this neckline. I'm gonna pick up my hair really quick. And then the last blouse that I'm gonna be putting on my rack is this lilac one, which I usually wouldn't think to wear in the fall time, but because it has these neutral flowers, it's definitely a lot easier to wear with browns, which creates a functional outfit in my opinion. I'm a big sucker for high necklines, and this ruffling with these bell sleeves, it's definitely gonna be a really great top for me to wear. So I'm just gonna put her here. I'm actually a huge fiend for turtlenecks. I would wear them all year round if I could, but obviously it gets too hot for that. But you must know that the second that it actually starts to get cooler out, I bust these babies out and I wear them to death because they are the perfect layering pieces to have. And so I did not skimp out this time. The first one that I have is this baby yellow one. I don't think I need to explain this again for the millionth time. I love baby yellows, so this definitely had to go on my rack. I think this is a great way of incorporating that color into a colder climate, and I love this texture that it adds with this cable knit ribbing that it has all over the body. So yeah, that's the first turtleneck that I have. Second turtleneck is this incredibly soft pumpkin colored one. I mean, that's self-explanatory. That's just me being a little fall hoe. So that was definitely going to be going up on my rack. Third turtleneck that I have is this earth tone rainbow one. I love each and every one of the colors that it has on it, and I've got to say I'm so happy with myself for being patient and finding one of these, because I've been looking for so long, and finally just having her in my closet has been amazing. I've been loving to wear with jeans and overalls because it just kind of like adds a nice pop of color. Black turtlenecks are just an essential to have in your wardrobe fall and winter, so if you don't already own one, I mean, what are you doing? Just go out and get one. They really help put together a very nice clean outfit. Third category, cozy sweaters. I've already used them, believe it or not, because it has been getting cold here at night. First one that I have is this baby yellow slouchy one that has this really loose fun knit fabric, and I also really like the fact that it has these covered buttons on it. I thrifted this one, I want to say last fall. I know that this isn't like a go-to fall color, but for me it definitely has been, so she's staying on my rack. I think cable knit sweaters are just an essential to have overall in your closet, but to have one make you feel like you're getting hugged by an actual bear is just like, it's heaven on earth. You could actually feel the heat of your body kind of radiating in there, and that sounds kind of gross, but trust me, it is an amazing feeling. Second category, pants. I actually don't have any sort of like actual jeans on my rack because I don't have those. I never forget them. The first one is this very soft pair of camel colored pants. I love these pants so much because they cut off in the most flattering way above my ankle. They just have like a very chic, put together look to them. So I'm definitely just gonna keep this one on my rack to remind myself to wear it instead of just wearing mom jeans every single day. I'm also probably gonna put this pair of overalls that I'm wearing today on my rack, but since I'm wearing it today and I really like this outfit, I thought I would show you guys these instead. These are the first pair of overalls that I have in my closet that I've gotta say actually make me feel very chic and put together. They have all of these nice sleek details. It's very streamlined and very elegant for a pair of denim overalls. I just love these. I think that this dark indigo color goes really well with any and all neutrals. And of course, we mustn't forget the jackets. They have a very important place on my rack, which is obviously to keep me warm. The first one that I have is this corduroy one that I almost forgot about, but the other day I was like messing around with it and I buttoned it up all the way to the tippy top, and it just gave it a slightly different appeal because at first it looks very casual, and it looks great casual too, but immediately when I buttoned it up and wore it with a turtleneck underneath, it just gave it a new face. But then again, when it's just too windy and rainy and I want something that's a little bit longer, I have been sticking to this rich toned plaid blazer. I love the fit of this because it's very slouchy and it just covers me up and keeps me nice and toasty. I actually wanted to show you guys some of the accessories and the shoes that I have on my rack because of course I also wear those every day. So the first one is just this very structured satchel bag. It's very classic and the color just kind of goes really well with the rest of the things on my rack. But what's cool about this one is that you could wear it not only as a satchel bag, but also as a backpack because it comes with these extra straps here. And then I've got these two hats with two very different colors because as you can tell, I do have a lot of color going on here. I did want a beret that was just very simple and one-toned, but I didn't want to just have like a black beret because I think that that's just, you know, something that I used to wear a lot of. So to change it up a little bit, I decided to go for this cream ivory colored one. And then for the second hat that I have, I got this little paperboy one that has this plaid color that's just very similar to the blazer that I have here, so I probably won't be wearing them together. It has a very nice slouchy fit to it. It kind of fits my head very nicely, which is good because I kind of have a big head. I've got to admit, I don't really have a vast collection of shoes and I'm working on that, but for now, these definitely do the trick. First ones are this pair of very beat up play by Comme des Garçons Converse, and although they're somewhat pricey, I definitely got a good use out of these, so I'm probably going to try to clean them up a little bit. I don't want to give up on them just yet because I kind of like the way they look grimy. Next up, I have these slides that are super cute, but they're not that functional in that they're not very comfortable. In fact, after like an hour of walking in these, I actually get a lot of pain because they lack support on them. And also, I'm afraid that the fabric on them is actually going to get scratched up and frayed, but you know, what's the point of having shoes if you're not actually gonna wear them? So I think that these would be really cute with a pair of tights. And then the very last pair is the very essential fall Chelsea boot. They have a very nice pointed edge here at the front, which helps because I have very chubby baby fat feet, so sometimes I like to make them look like they are actually mature feet. And I'm not going to show them to you guys because there are a lot of weirdos on the internet, but I also really like the heel on these because they're slightly angled and they're not too high, so they don't make my feet hurt, and they're actually a very comfortable pair of shoes. I really hope you guys got some inspiration for your own rack spec at home. I really do feel like it's such an essential in terms of developing your style and kind of just starting to have an eye for things. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful at all, please make sure to give it a like to let me know, and also leave me a comment down below letting me know your own rack tips and maybe even like your favorite piece on my rack, because I always love hearing from you guys, and honestly, chatting with y'all is probably the best part about making these videos, so just leave me some love. That's it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I love y'all so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!